That's nine, sweet nine. That's nine, my nine. That's nine.
Voice
the
of an
pipes.
angel. All right, number 9. Here's a life-saving tip. If you need help anywhere in the world, even if you don't have a SIM card in your cell phone, dial 112. That number will connect you to emergency services for free, and you'll be able to get some help.
Really?
Yeah, did we test this?
This is anywhere in the world?
I guess, and it started in Europe. It was later adopted by most countries worldwide. So most places in the world.
Yeah.
The first use of a national emergency telephone number began in the United Kingdom in 1937 using 999. That continues to this day. Here in the United States, the first 911 service was established by the Alabama Telephone Company. First call was made in 1968 by the Alabama Speaker of the House, and it was answered by another lawmaker.
Ew.
So 112.
If you're anywhere outside the U.S., right?
I guess
I
so.
guess.
Yeah.
All right, give it a try.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't have to.
Number 8, here's the headline from the Wall Street Journal. Flying was already the worst, then America stopped using headphones. That's the headline. Well, for some reason, there seem to be a surprising number of people who think it's totally okay to have phone conversations on speaker or watch movies or shows without headphones.
Really?
Most people are just baffled when you hear someone having a loud conversation on speaker with their spouse about, say, the wet towels that were left in the bathroom or other topics. Well, now American Airlines and also Alaska Air, they're making announcements about the need to wear headphones. One guy tweeted about a recent experience with a couple watching a movie on full blast, and he was direct and just told them, this is not acceptable. You're going to have to stop. And I guess they did.
Oh, well.
All right, number 7. Can't sleep, it could be worse. You could be dead.
Yep.
And sometimes not being able to sleep could kill you. That's what happens in cases of fatal familial insomnia. Now, before we scare people half to death, let me keep reading here. Hold on. FFI, it's a degenerative brain disorder that causes people to lose their ability to fall asleep. Oh, how
Yes,
awful.
I feel better now. Thank you for
Yikes.
continuing to
Eventually,
read.
damage to the brain and nervous system causes the person to die. It's extremely rare. Only 1 in a million people suffer from it. It's genetic. It affects only about 50 to 70 families worldwide. But we're going to scare you about it anyway.
Yeah.
Just so you know it exists.
Yeah.
Yeesh. All right.
Interesting.
Sure, number 6. This is the embroidery art of a guy named Ray Matterson. He's 70 years old, and as a kid, he was an A student and 6th grade class president. But in college, Ray began drinking, which led to drugs and then a long prison sentence. When he was there, he remembered his grandmother and her embroidery. He started to sew small flags and emblems using threads pulled from the socks of his fellow inmates.
Wow.
He obviously got very good at it, and other prisoners would pay him with cigarettes to make them something. A woman who loved his art fell in love with him, married him, and the word got out, and now his embroidery is in galleries all over. He got out of prison in the 90s, and he has worked to help others with drug addiction.
Look
Amazing
at that.
detail there. I love that baseball card.
Wow.
A lot of talent. All right, number 5, let's talk about Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese word that translates to change for the better. Kai means change, Zen means good. In Japan, Kaizen is a business philosophy that aims for continuous improvement. Those who adopt Kaizen reject the status quo, and they will often involve employees at all levels of company. The idea is that incremental changes can lead to significant improvement. The goal is greater efficiency, higher quality output, and less waste. Motto around here, right? WGN?
Sure.
Kaizen.
Kaizen.
Yep.
Number 4, here are some good cutting boards made by a German company called Mullenbrett. Their goal is simple, to help you get the perfect cut. And there's a little stand that attaches to the board to make it easy to slice when you're just for slicing bread. Okay, there's also a magnet in that attachment so you can store the knife on the board. These go for $50 to $80. Let me just see how this works here. All right.
Yeah, looks very satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this.
It's nice for cutting an onion or anything you want to do. That. Can you? Is this just for bread?
No,
Oh
look,
no!
a
Look, a tomato.
Very good.
Well, well, well.
It's kind of genius.
That is
Yeah,
kind of.
I'd like
It's so
one.
simple. Huh?
Yeah, here's some bread.
They're handmade in Westphalia.
Well, all my bread making that I've been doing lately,
Yeah, I
this
was
would be
gonna say,
great
boy,
for
Yeah,
me.
you keep talking about that.
Yeah, she's been, Morgan's on this sourdough bread kick.
Yeah.
And
been making sourdough, and Dan's
Yeah.
going to start
I might
next
be her
week.
apprentice.
Yeah, so
How
if
many-
you want to join the club, I will get you some starter, and you will feed it.
How much bread could you eat? Do you
Oh,
keep
I've got some
making?
loaves in the freezer now, yeah, because
Are they just as good when you thaw them out?
I thawed my first one yesterday, so good.
Yeah, still good?
Yes. Robin,
How long does it take start to finish to make one loaf of bread?
like 2.5 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited. No, I'm serious. I'm going all in on this. She told me to bring a jar with
Yeah.
a tight-fitting lid.
Yeah, we're going to FaceTime and walk you through all the
we're gonna
steps.
go through it. So
Do you want us to 3-way call you, Robin?
Oh no, I think
you're
I'm
okay?
busy that day and
That 2.5
hour,
days?
whenever that
Okay.
is.
All right, number 3.
Right.
If you're getting married this year, you might want to check that budget one more time. There's a link between expensive weddings and divorce. Couples that dole out more than 20 grand for their big day are twice as likely to get divorced than other couples.
Really?
Yeah, one theory is that a pricey wedding can put a big financial strain on a couple early on, and then that leads to more problems down the line.
oh,
Yeah, you don't want to get saddled with.
yeah, debt out of the gate.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not a good idea. It just makes me tense thinking about it. You know, that's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. This here is Pusha T. Pusha is a man who learns from his mistakes. He's the guy who came up with that famous McDonald's jingle, "I'm loving it."
Oh.
He and Justin Timberlake put that together back in 2006.
Oh,
but,
he's cashing checks.
Pusha failed to secure publishing rights to the jingle. So he doesn't make
no.
a dime.
That's not fair.
Well, no, here's the thing, though, and I have a little bit of experience with this. Sometimes if you write a jingle, they'll give you like a lump sum payment of like, a good amount of money, but you forego the future rights, so you can choose. You don't know if it's going
So
to
is
take
that
off
what-
or not.
do we know if that's
well,
what he did?
Yeah, so learning from this, he was able to secure his publishing rights for the next big jingle. He wrote the Arby's "We Have the Meats" tune.
Oh, that's
so
a
he's
good
like,
one,
this
too.
time I want the residuals. So
Yeah.
a lot of times composers are given the option. Do you want like a lump sum up front, which could be a lot of money, or do you want to make residuals?
And the residuals usually end up better.
well,
it
you don't
depends
know.
if it
Who would have
takes off.
thought that "I'm Loving It" campaign would have gone on as long as it did, right?
Exactly.
I just
So-
can't stand when I hear about those artists like from the 50s and 60s,
Yeah, they didn't
especially,
make
who
anything, yeah.
didn't make any money
Yeah.
on those songs that you hear
Yeah,
still
the manager,
to these
they
days.
sign a bad deal
awful.
or whatever. But,
Just awful.
Yeah, you want to protect your copyrights.
All right, number 1. Has anyone seen the new Bob Dylan movie, A Complete Unknown? I've been
I haven't
meaning to
seen
see
it
this.
yet.
This is with the Timothy Chalamet,
Yeah.
right? Some people are talking about the actress who played Joan Baez. Her name is Monica Barbaro. Dean talked with her.
If you go with snowflake storm, when the river's freezing, summer ends, remember me.
How about that Joan Baez, folks? Well, she's pretty. Sings pretty. Maybe a little too pretty.
Well, anyway, even though she was in the last Top Gun movie, which I don't remember, and shows like Chicago PD, she wasn't hugely known.
Chicago PD?
Chicago, I don't know if she was just a guest appearance or if she was a regular. Anyway, people think she's great in the Dylan movie. And while she's had some experience singing, she had to completely learn how to play guitar for this movie, particularly in the finger-picking style. She said she had to practice for about a year to get that right. And here's something cool. One of the first things she did that was this comedy video that viral years ago. Check this out.
It's just, there's all this pressure, And sometimes it feels like it's right up on me. And I can just feel it, like literally feel it in my head. And it's relentless. And I don't know if it's going to stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever going to stop.
Yeah. Well, you do have a nail in your head.
No, what are we doing?
Are you sure? Because, I'll bet if we got that out of there.
Stop trying to fix it.
No, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just pointing out that maybe the nail is causing.
You always do this. You always try to fix things when what I really need is for you to just listen.
See, I don't think that is what you need. I think what you need is to get the nail.
See, you're
out.
not even listening now.
Okay, fine. I will listen.
Remember this
Fine.
one.
It's just, sometimes it's like, there's this achy, I don't know what it is. And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. All of them.
So that's her.
Yeah,
The girl
okay.
who plays Joan Baez. Jason Headley was the writer and director of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I want to see that movie. Still
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet. Dean
No,
said
I
it was
heard-
great.
Yeah, Dean said it's awesome, so I want to see it. All right, good. Well,
That's
that was the
99.
Yeah.
You're the flower of my heart, sweet 9 at 9.